Hey guys, Dominic here with Build Factor. Today I'm going to be working on the 92 hatchback. I'm going to be fixing my steering. It's the rack's been blown out for quite some time. There's a lot of play in the actual rods that come out of the rack and the ball joints of the tie rod ends. So I ordered a kit from Detroit Axle. Basically, it's a rebuild kit for the rack and pinion. So today, that's what we're gonna do here. I'm gonna get this car lifted up. I'm gonna go ahead and see what's going on down there. Go ahead and start dismantling everything, and then get all the new stuff put in. So that's what we're going to be doing today, and after that I'm going to have to go obviously and take it to alignment shop and get that aligned. But this wheel has had so much play in it for so long, and it's going to be nice to actually have a tight steering system. So this is my $500 hatchback, and it's been a good car to me so far. So I'll go ahead and get this done. Alright, just want to show you guys the rebuild kit that I got from Detroit Axle here. Basically, you know, you've got your new boots. That's nice. I think the boots that are on here are pretty much blown out. So, you know, this steering, this rack and pinion stuff is probably the stock rack that's been in it since 1992. So it's old for sure. So we have the new ball joints that actually go into the rack itself. This is the ball joint that is really blown out on mine. There's a lot of in and out play on the one that's in it right now. So this is going to be a huge improvement on my steering. And then the second part is the actual tie rod end, the steering end here. I know my ball joints and stuff are really blown out on it, so there's a lot of movement here in my old ones, and these are brand new, so these are going to work phenomenal. And it also came with the new clips here for the boots, and yeah, it's the kit right there. I mean, I just bought a rack and pinion, a whole complete kit for my 95 coupe turbo build. But with this one, because basically all my money is going into my turbo build, I just went and got this 5-piece rebuild kit. The rack itself is fine, so we'll go ahead and get these in, and should notice worlds of difference. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this jacked up and get it going. Now they do sell a special tool for taking that main ball joint off of the actual rack itself. What it is it's a tube with a socket at the end. So you actually slide the shaft throughout the tube, and you just take the nut off, and it's super easy. But I don't have that tool. I did ask the local auto parts stores if they had that tool. They don't. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually get underneath the car, and I should be able to access the actual nut from underneath to be able to break it loose. But I was thinking about welding a socket on a pipe, but I'm just gonna see if I can get it from underneath, and it should be fine. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that going there. Hey, who's that?
What's up, brother?
What are you doing?
Well, I was just getting a bite to eat and whatnot.
Nice.
Getting ready to go run some errands. But
Yeah. Heck yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get this dang steering fixed.
you're explaining to the fine folks about your plan, huh?
Yeah. How
Yeah.
blown out it is, and how scared I am going down the freeway every time. I feel like I'm gonna crash and die, and so yeah, this is gonna be huge. This car runs great. I mean, other than a couple little issues, the steering being the biggest right now. I mean,
And that alternator belt
that squealing
I just
alternator belt.
beg you about.
It's
but
the signature, dude.
I think you do that to torture me. I think that's what it is.
And the girl at my work during smoke breaks, so I park right in front of the picnic table, and literally she complains every single time because she's out there smoking, and I start my car to go to the gas station, get a drink, whatever, and it's just and she's like, ah. So I just kind of leave it the way it is.
I like it.
Yeah.
Improving work relations.
Yep, that's how we do it.
Cool. All right.
Cool.
Let's get to work, huh?
Yeah. So I got this car jacked up. I'm actually gonna grab some jack stands and get that nice and safe. Alright guys, so with this here, what we're going to want to do is take this pin out, get this castle nut off, get this ball joint separated, and then what we're going to want to do is actually take this arm off, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this boot off, get underneath it, get a wrench on that nut, and get that taken off. Get this off here, pull that right out. Alright guys, so this is going to be a 17 millimeter. Normally what you guys want to do here is, there's a flat spot right here on this control arm. That flat spot is so you can hit it with a hammer and separate this ball joint. But because this thing is so bad and so old, it just pulled right out. So, right now we're gonna go ahead and get this separated. It's gonna be a 19. You can stick this back in here to break this nut free. Let's see. So I see about 4 threads. About 4 threads on this nut. So we want to keep the alignment as close as possible. So we'll, on the new ones, we'll do the thread count basically the same. But here you go guys, take a look at this. This is just horrible. This is just blown out. And look at this. Guys, this cup right here is not supposed to look like that. This is completely, almost to the point of popping out. And if this would have popped out when I was driving, that would have not been good. That would have been an accident for sure. Just a lot of unnecessary movement. So that is just garbage. Alright guys, so I had to go to the auto parts store and get the special tool. It's a huge tube socket that slides over the actual shaft here, and then has a adapter socket that goes over this, and so that you can break it free. So I went ahead and did that. I broke it free, and as you can see here, it just spins right out. And now we can go ahead and put the new one in. I just want to show you guys how bad this is. It's not supposed to do that. So lots of issues there. Let me go ahead and grab the new one. Now, I do want to measure out these two to see how close they are. So if you see here, one is longer. One is longer than the other. The new one is actually a little bit shorter, it looks like. So you just slide that in there like that. And that's how it's held in. You can go ahead and take this pipe, slide it over there like that, and then put it in. But I'm gonna go ahead and finger tighten it now. Slide it in there just like that, and tighten it down. That should be good right there. So we've got the new inner tie rod put on here. That's on there now. Let's see, we want about 4 threads out, so we'll do that. Now I'll go ahead and grab the new, we'll go ahead and put the boot on now. So take this off actually. Slide this new boot on. Like that. Go ahead and stick this new outer tie rod end on. Just wanted to make sure that that was actually the right side it's supposed to be on. Matched it up, looks exactly the same. So it looks like this is just completely different thread. So it looks like I'm just gonna have to guess on what's gonna be straight here. I'm gonna come out one spin. So that looks pretty straight. What I did is I just looked in front of the car to see how straight that was. This arm doesn't go in as deep as the other one did, so that's my 20 count thread is going to be different on this one than the other one. So alright guys, so I got the adjustment done on this side. It looks pretty straight going off of the tread itself. It looks straight. So, and I actually took the camber. I have adjustable upper arms. It was pretty cambered in. It's still cambered right now, but I need it so I don't rub on the fender. I actually brought the top out a little bit so it wouldn't be so cambered. So now, since this side's done, I can go ahead and get this side done. good, guys. So we go ahead and get these boots zip tied on. Alright guys, so driving the first car for the first time with the new steering in. We're going to see if it steers straight and basically see if there's a difference. I already know that there's a difference because there was a ton of play in my wheel and there is no play now at all. So I mean, my steering is tight now. So yeah, it seems straight to me. I'm gonna bring it to the alignment shop and have them do their thing, but days it'll be all aligned, but I mean there is no play in this wheel anymore. I'm really happy, guys. Since I've had this car, it's had tons of play all over the road, and not anymore. So I'm gonna go ahead and return these tools, get my money back, and I'm gonna go ahead and say that this was a mission successful. The steering is beautiful now. Now all it needs is an alignment, and we should be good. So from Build Factor, Dominic here with your rack and pinion rebuild to get your steering nice and tight. So like and subscribe if you like the video, and thanks for watching.